Just like in any sport, eating right and taking care of your nutrition can help you be the best in badminton. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to nourish yourself to get your body to perform at its maximum potential. Hi, I'm Coach Kennie, and if you want to level up your game, do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you're serious about performing better on the badminton court, it would help if your health and body is in tip-top shape. So in this video, I will be joined by a nutritionist to discuss just that. With us today is Luchi Calyanta, who's an experienced nutritionist for athletes. My first question is, how important is having a right diet in sports performance?
It is very, very important, no? So if you were to put it in a Venn diagram, no, you have training, and then you have recovery, rest and recovery, and then you have nutrition, okay? So it's always there. Because syempre, you work with your body, you use your body to perform, therefore you have to make sure your body performs well, no? So it's very important. But I want to state here that it is not just for badminton players, it is not just for athletes, it is for everyone.
How do you feel about the increased interest in nutrition these past few years?
Happy because, of course, I know that these people, the athletes especially, are becoming more aware and are preparing better. But I'm also sad because I really do not know where they get the information from. Because with the advent of the internet and they open their computers and everything is at the tip of their fingers, but you don't really know if what they are reading and therefore what they are doing is according to what we as nutritionists feel should be done. Okay, so I have seen I wouldn't call it a resurgence, but a leveling up of nutritional knowledge and nutritional practice among athletes.
What is a good diet that will fulfill the needs of athletes?
For athletes, they need to perform, but on top of that, they need to recover. They need to make sure they do not get injured. No? And nutrition also plays a part in it here. And if they do get injured, they need to recover quickly, to recuperate, and to be able to get back. No? So aside from the usual objectives of, let's call them normal individuals, an athlete will have all of those on top of maintaining their high levels of resistance, no? Especially to infection, to be able to have enough energy to do what they need to do and want to do. Okay, there's a difference between the two. And, to also satisfy their emotional requirements, their mental health, their emotional health. So for energy, we go back to very basic nutrition, super basic nutrition: balance, variety, and moderation. Those are general rules of nutrition that will apply to athletes and to the general population. No? So balance means that you need to get enough carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and vitamins and minerals, and most importantly, and often most overlooked, hydration. Okay? Variety, there's no one food that will have everything inside it. Okay? And moderation, admittedly, what is moderate for a normal, healthy individual might not be the same as an athlete who is doing a lot more than, let us say, somebody who works in the office. No, an athlete is usually one who works in the office or studies, and then after that goes and does heavy work. So usually we say 60 to 70% carbohydrates. You don't really need a lot of protein. That is a misconception. Okay, many, especially the Westerners, no, they do eat a lot of protein, too much. So of the 40%, let us say, that is left, maybe about 15 to 20% for protein, and then the rest for fat. Fat is, still important. You don't want to. I'm not into taking out whole classes of food. Okay, just because somebody will say that fat is not good for you. Fat is important for you.
Is it difficult for vegetarian or vegan athletes to get the right nutrition?
As long as you eat varied and enough. When I say varied, there are so many sources of protein sources that are not animal based. Let me give you some examples. There is tofu. Of course, there's tofu, di ba? And then there is legumes, and then there's nuts, no? There's nuts and seeds, and then there is tempeh. A vegetarian athlete is fine, okay? But uh, not very many people can go vegan 100%. For a vegan athlete, you might want to consider taking a supplement, no? Especially a B complex supplement, okay? Because that might be something that will be less na in your diet.
Does an athlete's diet change when preparing for a tournament?
So your training regimen should include your diet plan. And that means that during your training, you already have a plan so that you don't change immediately before a competition, because chances are your body will adjust and you will not perform well. Okay, so it has to be something that your body has gotten used to. We don't do carbo loading. We don't do carbo loading for actually we don't do carbo loading anymore that much. Okay, it is no longer as recommended. But teach the athlete how to eat well during the training phase, because what you have to watch out for is to train for energy, to eat for energy, to eat for energy, and to eat for recovery.
To stay hydrated and avoid cramps, what do you suggest for someone who sweats a lot while playing?
Drinking water might not be enough for someone like that. It has to be something that has the electrolytes present. There is a difference between rehydration drink and an energy drink. I will tell you and your listeners to stay away from the energy drinks. Stick to the rehydration drink. Okay, these are the ones that will make sure that your hydration needs are met along with your electrolyte requirements. Because when you sweat, you lose a lot of your electrolytes. You can make your own rehydration drink. You can use a liter of water, a pinch of salt, and about a teaspoon of sugar. Mix it up, and you have your homemade
Hydration drink.
go coconut water. That is nature's energy, nature's rehydration drink. That's the best. Even if you're a normal, healthy individual, you should drink at least 3 liters of water already. And then on top of that is what you drink when you do
Added exercises and
you don't. That is not counted in the 3 liters. And if you're a male athlete, you have to drink more because your muscles are more expensive to maintain. Don't drink it all at the same time. Space it out throughout the entire day. And if you don't really like water, you can add a little bit of calamansi or lemon just for flavor.
What kind of food would you recommend for recovery?
We have what is called a window of opportunity when it comes to recovery, okay? And that's about 30 minutes to 1 hour after the training or play, whatever. And as long as you eat enough carbohydrates and protein, do not forget the protein, okay? The carbohydrates is self-explanatory. You need it to replace whatever energy was lost because you're going to, as an athlete, you know that tomorrow you're going to train again. And you need to make sure that whatever glycogen you lost, carbohydrates, it will be replaced at once. But the protein is needed because when you do any workout, any kind of strenuous activities, you actually tear your muscles, no? And you don't notice it because that there's no blood coming out or whatever, but you do have what are called micro tears. That's why your muscles ache, diba? Sometimes, oftentimes after a workout or whatever, your muscles ache. So you need to repair your muscles. So to do the repair, you have to make sure you ate the protein, and then you rest, because it is during the rest and the recovery that you fix your body up. Okay? So if you do that, how can you do that? Simple cheese sandwich will be enough. Okay?
What can you say about using supplements?
You don't really need supplements if you eat well. Okay? That is a very big if. But if you are the kind of athlete who skips meals, who does not like to eat your vegetables and your greens, who is is aware that they have very poor habits, then I would recommend, number one will be sodium ascorbate, your vitamin C, so that you have to increase your resistance to infection. Okay, and then it would be nice to have not calcium but vitamin D, so that your calcium is better absorbed. Okay, and then you might want to have just simple multivitamin that has B complex. It doesn't have to be expensive, but if you don't need it, don't drink it. Just make sure you know what is inside, and then also be aware that your requirements for vitamins, and that's what most supplements are. They're vitamins. Your requirements for vitamins, you can find it at the tip of this ball pen. That's how little you need. Okay? That's how little you need of the vitamins. And yet you take tons of pills. Okay? You tax your kidneys, you tax your liver. If you eat a balanced diet, your plate is colorful, there is enough variety on your plate, and you are eating enough. For me, you do not need a supplement.
What is your general advice for people who are concerned about nutrition?
Do not let food rule you. Okay? You have to have a very positive, loving relationship with food. Okay? Food is good for you. People get so engrossed in diets, especially diets to lose weight. No? Be healthy. Be healthy, everything in moderation, and at the end of the day, especially during this pandemic times, okay? At the end of the day, be kind to yourself.
If you're a competitive player and want to know how to prepare for tournaments, click on the links that you see on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe, level up your game, and be the next smashing success.